1960. I came to New Paltz. Not really to New Paltz. I came to America here to Poughkeepsie, where we had some relatives, and I didn't speak English. I was a student there in Italy. I was a gymnasia student, which is an academic area. So I was well versed in some languages, but not English. So we came here, and what do I do? I mean, I have to learn the language. So I enrolled into a high school, Poughkeepsie High School, and of course, once I got there, I had all kinds of problems because I had no idea what was going on. I mean, it was difficult. And so what I would do most of the time is revert back to a comfort zone. I go back to my family. They all spoke Italian, so it was comfortable, which wasn't good for me because it doesn't help you to really learn the language. But eventually, I learned, and so my love was soccer. But in 1960 in Poughkeepsie, there was absolutely no soccer. You couldn't even find a soccer ball. So uh, eventually I found out that there was a team, an adult team in Kingston. Okay, and somehow a friend of mine who had a car, we were able to go there. So here I am. I'm about almost 16, and I fall into a group these are like 40-year-old guys, but they were good players. Most of them, from Europe. We had Hungarians, Germans, Swedes, and so on. So it was a great atmosphere for me to really to develop my skills, and I attribute whatever I learned in soccer to that group. It was a tremendous group of guys, and believe it or not, among that group was the young New Paltz College soccer coach, a guy by the name of Al Miller, and when he found out that I was a high school student, he of course tried to convince me to come to school here, but I couldn't. Two things. One, I wasn't ready to go to college. The language, my language proficiency was poor, and two, I didn't have any money to go to school. So somehow, I got here, and I believe in fate. Because what happened is that when I graduated high school, I didn't even apply to New Paltz. Here we are. It's June. I moved to Jersey. My sister was there, my older sister, and so I got a job, working in a dye house with a group of guys that ran a soccer team. Okay, so they wanted me to play, so they got me a job. And what happened? I used to work at night, and one night they were redoing an office. I stepped on a nail. That's the true story, and the thing went right through my foot, and I was just overtaken by this. I got back I had a car. I got back in my car, drove home, and this is August, and believe it or not, I got a phone call from Al Miller, and he says, "Hey, you don't have any more time if you want to come here." So I told him what happened. He actually came to my house, took me to a doctor, got a tetanus shot, and then we came over to New Paltz here to apply, and that's how I got here. So I'm a student here. I have no idea how I'm going to survive, academically, but and financially, I sold my car, right, an old beat up, Plymouth, and here I was.